but somehow more alive. Street lights glowing through the fog, empty taxis moving slow, vending machines in quiet alleys, still shining like they always know. Footsteps echo near the station, last few strangers heading home. Every window in the skyline feels connected but alone. Cold air drifting through the river, soft reflections on the tracks, late night signals in the distance, like memories fading back. Phone screen lighting up the dashboard, but I leave it face down tonight, only listening to the engine and the city breathing outside. 3 a.m. Tokyo, lost inside the glow, neon shadows moving slow under silent overpasses through the empty avenues. Tokyo keeps whispering the truth. 3 a.m. Tokyo, half asleep, half awake, every passing light begins to fade. No destination left to find, no one waiting down the line, just me and the city tonight. Yeah. Clock blinking red on the stereo, low bass riding while the rain dries slow. Tunnel lights flicker one by one, night almost over but the dawn ain't come. Crossing bridges over dark water, thinking maybe life gets softer when the whole world finally quiets down and nobody's trying to chase the crowd. Tiny bar still pouring whiskey, old jazz leaking through the side streets, gently Tokyo carrying tired souls, like a song only nighttime knows. 3 in the morning, Tokyo, almost asleep now, but somewhere in the distance, the radio keeps playing. Red lights blinking, no one crossing now, only distant engines underneath the clouds. Rainwater shining on the pavement, traffic signs glowing blue. Every shadow feels cinematic, every silence feels true. Late night coffee from the station, warm against the colder air. The city moving slowly forward, like it doesn't really care. Digital clocks in convenience stores, fluorescent lights that never sleep. Tiny melodies from nowhere, floating softly through the street. I keep walking without purpose, past apartment windows bright. Thousands of separate stories, living through the same night. Quiet crosswalk, Tokyo night, waiting underneath the traffic lights. Everything feels slower now, underneath the neon glow. Somewhere only lonely people know. Quiet crosswalk, city haze, lost inside these endless midnight days. No destination left in sight, still I keep moving on through the silence before the dawn.
last train gone, but the city's still breathing. Smoke in the air while the season's changing. Tiny ramen shops serving tired faces. Late night dreamers in familiar places. Billboards glowing over empty roads. Tokyo carrying invisible souls. Every signal changing red to green, like the city speaking in between.
Static from the headphones, low bassline matching footsteps, slow. Another sleepless night drifting past, trying to make these moments last. Crosswalk, signals fade away. Morning waiting, somewhere far. Tokyo, still glowing softly underneath the dark. Blue and white glow at the corner of the street. Tokyo nights never feel completely empty. Tiny lights against the darkness, buzzing softly in the rain. Warm canned coffee in my hands now, while the trains pass once again. Quiet alley by the river, cold wind drifting through the signs. Everything feels frozen gently, somewhere outside space and time. Taxi headlights in the distance, reflecting off the wet concrete. Every sound becomes a memory, every heartbeat finds the beat. Late night radio still playing old songs through the static haze. Tokyo feels almost endless in these quiet early days. Vending machine lights shining through the rain. Tokyo healing every little ache, standing still tonight while the city moves, lost inside these midnight blues. Vending machine lights, cold fluorescent glow, somehow making loneliness feel warm. Every empty street feels alive somehow at 3 a.m. right now. Coin, yeah, yeah. Coins drop softly through the silence, tiny moments built from time and street reflections. Painted silver, Tokyo nights just hit different. No big plans and no direction, just a strange, peaceful connection with the wires and the trains above, and the city teaching how to love. Not through words but atmosphere, late night sounds that disappear before the morning fully wakes and the whole illusion breaks. Blue and white glow, still shining through the night. Tokyo never really says goodbye. The station is empty now, only the echoes remain. Tokyo after the last train feels like another world. Metal shutters slowly closing, footsteps fading underground. Advertising still glowing, but nobody's around. Cold platforms and tired faces, heading home beneath the light. Every silence in the station feels heavier tonight. Escalators humming softly, like it never truly stops. Outside taxis wait in silence, street lights reflecting gold. Another night dissolving quietly into stories never told. After the last train, Tokyo slows down. Empty stations underneath the clouds. Everything feels far away. Still the city keeps its pace, holding all the dreamers in one place. After the last train, midnight on repeat, soft bass echoing beneath the street. No one left to say goodbye, only signals in the night, floating through the fading city lights.
Yeah, ticket gates blinking through the dark, tiny echoes in the park. Rain still dripping from the signs, Tokyo frozen out of time. Last cigarette outside the bar, lonely headlights from a passing car. Every stranger got a hidden story, every silence got another warning.
But tonight the city feels kind, like it's trying to clear my mind. No pressure, no crowded trains, just soft neon and midnight rain. Morning, somewhere in the distance, but not yet, not yet. The sky is slowly changing, Tokyo holding on to the night just a little longer. Blue horizon over rooftops, street lights fading one by one. Quiet roads beside the river, waiting for the morning sun. Coffee shops preparing softly, newspapers outside the doors. Tokyo balancing between worlds, night and day forevermore. Engine humming through the silence, windows slightly open wide. Cold air mixing with the music as the darkness starts to slide. Every sleepless thought grows lighter as the skyline changes shade. Another night becoming memory as the neon starts to fade. Before sunrise, Tokyo glows, half asleep but never fully closed. Every empty street tonight, slowly turning back to life underneath the softening sky. Before sunrise, city dreams floating somewhere in between. One more song before the day washes all the stars away. Tokyo, drifting into gray.
4 a.m. with the harbor glowing, morning breeze and the traffic growing. Last few dreamers still awake, they're trying not to lose the feeling. Bassline low with the speakers warm, clouds beginning to transform. Tokyo breathing calm and slow, like the city already knows.
Another night is almost gone, but the atmosphere lives on. Somewhere deep inside the sound, tires rolling through the town. The sky is slowly changing, Tokyo finally letting go of the night. Tokyo, moving without asking where the night is gonna end. Office towers standing sleepless, blue lights floating overhead. Every window tells a story of the thoughts nobody said. Driver humming low and softly as we pass the river line. The city feels almost weightless at this hour of the night. Street lights blur across the glass. Every quiet moment passes fast. Empty taxi, Tokyo glow, cruising where the quiet people go. Every signal changing slow underneath the neon snow. Floating through the streets alone. Empty taxi after hours, passing sleeping office towers. No destination left tonight, only fading city lights and the radio keeping time.
Rearview mirror catching fragments of the city slipping past. Late night laughter near the station, tiny moments that won't last. Coffee cans and faded billboards, tunnel lights across the lane. Tokyo wrapped in silver silence after hours in the rain. Driver says the night feels longer when the weather turns this cold, but somehow every empty highway feels more honest than before. Engine humming like a heartbeat, soft bass underneath the tires. Tokyo drifting through the speakers like invisible neon fires. Somewhere morning waits beyond the final song before the dawn. But tonight the city still feels wide awake. Empty taxi moving slow, watching all the sleeping windows glow. Every passing traffic sign feels connected for a while through the quiet streets tonight. Empty taxi, Tokyo skies, blue reflections in my tired eyes. No rush and nowhere else to be, just the road, the rain, the city, and the radio beside me. Yeah, the lights fading away. Tokyo keeps moving on. Alright. Before the dawn. Rainwater dripping softly through the narrow alleyways. Tokyo after midnight feels endless somehow. Tiny bars still glowing red, steam rising overhead. Umbrellas passing one by one like ghosts beneath electric suns. Every puddle holds reflections, broken colors on the ground. Somewhere distant music echoes, mixing with the city sounds. Wires hanging through the skyline, old signs flicker in the haze. Tokyo wrapped in quiet static at the end of rainy days. Walking slowly past the shutters, past forgotten vending signs. Every corner feels cinematic, like frozen pieces of time. Rain keeps falling soft and low through the streets nobody knows. Neon rain alley, Tokyo nights shimmering underneath fluorescent lights. Everything feels dreamlike now underneath the storm. Somehow, like the city doesn't wanna sleep. Neon rain alley, quiet blinkers. Late night signs and tiny speakers. Oh, jazz leaking from the doorway lights, blending with the thunder in the night. Tiny ramen shops are still open, salarymen lost in thought and smoking. Tokyo carrying tired souls, like a story only midnight knows. Rain sliding down the guardrails, silver passing trains begin to shiver through the tunnels underneath the town, while the clouds keep hanging down. Every alley got a hidden rhythm, every silence got a hidden feeling. Tokyo moving slow and deep, long after the world falls asleep. Blue reflections on the pavement, static floating through the rain. Everything feels far away tonight, but beautiful the same. Neon rain alley, Tokyo haze, lost inside these rainy midnight days. Every flickering sign below feels alive against the cold, like the city breathing through the storm. Neon rain alley, soft and dim, late night radio echoing again. No destination left to chase, just the rain across my face, and Tokyo glowing in the dark. Rainwater dripping softly. Tokyo shining through the dark. Another endless rainy night. The river moves slowly tonight, and so does the city. Tokyo breathing softly beside the water. Cold wind rolling from the water, streetlights stretching through the bay. Cars move quietly beside me as the night dissolves away. Bridges glowing in the distance, silver lines against the sky. Tokyo feels calm and endless when the rivers pass you by. Late night bicycles keep moving through the riverside mist. Tiny conversations floating like memories I almost missed. Every song upon the radio feels soft and near the tide, like the city finally exhales by the water late at night. Riverside FM, Tokyo breeze flowing slowly through the city streets. Everything feels lighter now underneath the fading clouds, as the water carries midnight sounds. Riverside FM, silver skies watching over sleeping buildings shine. No Russian, no destination, just the rhythm of the night, floating by the riverside. Concrete paths beside the harbor, moonlight drifting on the water. Train lines humming overhead while the skyline glows ahead. Tiny boats beyond the bridges, fog rolling through the distance. Tokyo balancing the silence between the movement and resistance. Bass lie low inside the speakers, heartbeat matching with the tires. Nighttime stretching through the mirrors like invisible city fire. Every river carries stories from the towers to the sea, and tonight the current feels like it's carrying part of me. Street lights ripple on the water, clouds move slowly
The night is almost over now, but not completely. Tokyo's still holding on to the dark for a little longer. Billboards slowly losing color, morning hiding in the gray. Last few stars above the skyline starting quietly to fade. Coffee cans beside the dashboard, engine humming low and warm. Tokyo balancing between worlds, nighttime calm and daylight form. Traffic building in the distance while the side streets still remain wrapped in blue fluorescent silence. After hours in the rain, every memory from tonight feels suspended in the glow, like the city trying gently not to let the moment go. City lights fade into dawn, still the atmosphere goes on. Tokyo holding on to dreams, somewhere in between the beams of headlights, disappearing slow. City lights fade, morning near, but the radio is still here. One last drive before the day washes all the stars away from the streets of Tokyo.
Tunnel exits catching sunlight, mixing blue with shades of gold. Tokyo changing little by little, while the air still feels cold. Crosswalk signals start flashing, people moving back again. But the quiet from the nighttime still remains beneath the skin. Last few songs upon the station echo through the morning trains. Tiny pieces of the evening still surviving in the rain. Every sleepless hour tonight feels written in the sky somehow, as the city slowly wakes and leaves the darkness behind now. Morning rising over rooftops, clouds drifting toward the bay. Tokyo never really sleeps, it only changes shape. City lights fade soft and slow, still the midnight feeling flows. Every street and avenue carries echoes from the blue of another sleepless. City lights fade into gray, Tokyo welcoming the day. But somewhere underneath the sound, the nighttime still survives somehow inside the radio waves. The city lights fade slowly, but the feeling never really leaves. Tokyo stays with you. You're listening to Tokyo Mood FM, broadcasting moods from Tokyo all night long. Stay tuned. From the highways to the side streets, from the
the city spins around. Late night cafes and reflections, morning light above the bay. Tokyo changing every hour, but the feeling always stays. Through the static and the silence, through the neon and the smoke, the radio keeps carrying voices for the sleepless and the lost. Tokyo Mood FM on the air tonight, broadcasting through the city lights. Every lonely avenue, every dream still shining through somewhere underneath the moon. Tokyo Mood FM, stay a while, ride the rhythm of the city lights. From midnight drives to morning rain, Tokyo calling once again. Through the sound waves in the night.
87.9 across the skyline. Late night grooves through the nighttime. Headlights passing under bridges slow. Tokyo breathing through the radio. From Shibuya down to Shinagawa, every sleeper soul still follows. Tiny frequencies in the dark, keeping tired hearts alive tonight. Bassline deep through the dashboard glow. Rain outside moving soft and slow. Every song becomes a memory, floating through the city endlessly. No matter where you are tonight,
Somewhere underneath the lights, Tokyo keeps sending signals through for the lonely and the dreamers too. Late night frequencies alive, Tokyo breathing through the sound while the whole world settles down. The music keeps moving through the town. Tokyo Mood FM, still awake, floating through the cityscape. Every street and every sign, every quiet state of mind, connected through the radio tonight. Tokyo Mood FM, one more song for everyone still driving on, broadcasting news from Tokyo. Wherever you are tonight, you're never really alone. You've been listening to Tokyo Mood FM, broadcasting moods from Tokyo. See you again tomorrow night.